Okay, folks, if you can see and hear me, I would appreciate a comment in the comments. I'm not sure whether we're live or not. Oh, we are. Okay. So, just to give you a little bit about me before I start. Um, as you see, my name is Steve Welling, and I live in Ontario, Canada. It's nice to be here and be a part of this today. So, what I'm going to be doing, I'll give you a little bit about myself. I've been a practicing medium for approximately, well, over 40 years, I'll say. I started very young, um, but it intrigued me. So I sat in development circles. Um, Once I started working professionally as a spiritual medium, I started to do the circuit. I did fairs, I did mall shows, I did churches, I did halls where they rented it out and so I worked at it. I really and truly did, and I really enjoyed it. And I think the best part is being able to bring a message of hope to somebody. So I'm going to take a moment or two and just say hello to a few people that are here. Tracy Horn, hello. KZ Guess, hello to you too. Christine Davis, hello. Veronica, hi. Chili, hi. And we have a Facebook user, hello. Don't have your name, but we see your Facebook user. Patrick Monahan, hello. Tracy Horn, hello. Jackie Driscoll. Shield Nova, hello there. Shelley Hardwick. Rachel Anderson, hello to both of you. Nice to see so many people here. Suzanne, and forgive me if I pronounce your last name wrong. I'm sorry. Dominikovis. Rachel Anderson, another Facebook user. Hello, hello, hello. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be picking. I have two different sets of tarot cards. One is entitled "The Sacred Traveler," and I'll show you just a glimpse of one of them. And the other deck is entitled "The Sacred Forest." So what I'm going to try and do is a combination of things. I'm going to be doing one card from each deck, and then I'm going to see if there's any spiritual loved ones around that want to come in and say hello and let you know who they are. So I'm going to ask that you bear with me for a moment or two while I'm shuffling this deck, and then we can get started and go to town with it all. Okay, let's have a look here. Now, before I pick the two cards that are here, I just want to say that generally, I have somebody here from Spirit who, a lady, middle-aged, but she is a bossy woman. She is a woman who just won't take no for an answer. She's been bugging me since I sat down in my chair to come on today. And she kept saying, "I've got to talk to my daughter. I've got to talk to my daughter." And she's a very pushy woman when she was here on the earth plane, she's saying. But she figured that if she didn't push and she wasn't stubborn, then she wouldn't be able to achieve anything. She wouldn't be able to um, get to where she needed to go. I don't think she. I mean, I think at the end, towards the end, she was fairly happy. Um, I think she was somewhat late 60s, perhaps early 70s. If somebody can recognize this, then can they put a comment in, and then we'll take it from there and see. Um, and I'm going to say hello to Pam, who's I think just joined us. Allison Short. While we're waiting for that comment to come up, hopefully this lady can be placed. So we have a Facebook user that says it could be my mom. Can you just type in your comment, your name for me, if you would? The Facebook user who said could be my mom. In your comment box, put your name in so I can call you by name, if you would, please. Or click on the link for StreamYard. And then we can see you, because if I can't. Kristen Knott, okay. So you think it could be your mother. Now, you're going to have to keep commenting in the comment for me to see that I'm in the right. Oh, we have another one. We got Pam as well, and we have Jenny. Okay, so let me see if we can narrow this lady down. I'm sitting here. You can see me moving. I'm rubbing my knees. There was a problem with her knees at some point as well. So we have a Facebook user saying yes, but we don't know who the Facebook user is. There's also a feeling in the lower portion of the body as if there was an internal condition which was partially responsible for her passing from this life. Jenny says she has restless legs. Okay. It's more than just a restless leg because there's pain involved in the knees, as if the cartilage or has been. So Facebook user says I'm Kirsten. Yes. And Tracy is saying my mom had DVT in her legs. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I also feel that this lady definitely okay, I can't say that, ma'am. You're gonna have to give it to me another way that I can say it without. She's saying that there's a condition, deep vein thrombosis. Thank you, Christine, for that. And hello, Helen. And where's it? I feel that she. Okay, you're gonna tell me now. Okay, she's saying that there's a condition. There's also a condition in the chest. So we have another Facebook saying my nanny has COPD and my ma'am living is having knee problems. Okay. So we're still tied between this Facebook user and Kelly. I'm going to go to Kelly first, and then we'll go to the Facebook user who said that her nanny has COPD. So, okay, so I'm just gonna shuffle this card for a moment with you in mind, Kelly, and then we'll do the other one as well. Okay, so that one's there, and then we have this one here. Oh no, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Okay, so the first card that I chose is entitled First Light. It's the beginning of a new cycle for you, a time of change, a time of making changes, making decisions of where you want to go, what you want to do in your life, who you want to be with, etc. There's a whole pile of changes around you, up and coming up. It's funny because the card from the other deck that I chose is entitled Frog Spirit, but it's a card of renewal. So once you get through all these changes, you'll find that there has been a renewal for you. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel heavier, not heavier, brighter. You're going to feel more energetic. You're going to feel like you can run the marathon as well. So know that you're being watched. Know that there are those around you that are looking after you from spirit, and that they wish only the best for you, bringing the people that need healing as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, Kelly, and we're going to go to the Facebook user that we saw here. Okay, so still don't know your Kirsten. Okay. Okay, so the first card that I've chosen for you is the card of staying focused. Hold the course. In other words, stay on the path that you're on, in going in the direction that you're going on. Continue with what you're doing. Remain focused. Don't let people scatter you. Don't let people take you off course, so to speak, because it's important that you maintain that path, because there's a lot of good stuff ahead for you, that they're saying here, that they want you to be aware that miracles do happen. Angels all around are around us. Loved ones are around us. And I'm sure that you've sensed at times or felt almost as if somebody was standing behind you and maybe just sort of touch you on the shoulder, or even smelt a loved one's perfume that's been around you, because I can smell this perfume with a lady. I'm also getting a strong sense of a male with I get a feeling, I get a sense of smoke with him. So smoking, I feel that he also would have liked a little tip or two, but not a lot. He was very cautious there. I also feel that he would have been, come on, George. Okay, I don't know if his name is George or there's a George connected in the family to him. Because I just heard the name very clearly called. I also want to give the year of 1972 with this gentleman. I'm not sure what the year is supposed to symbolize, but there was some major event that would have happened around him in that year. If you're not aware of it, maybe you can ask around the family. I also feel I want to give you the month of January, April, and July for birthdays, anniversaries, or months of passing of someone. I'm not sure also. She's not sure of George. That's okay. Just think on it. I'm sure you'll find that it will connect. I also feel I want to say to you, next year, 2024, is going to be an amazing year for you. I see you. Okay, I see you getting on a bicycle. I don't know whether you ride a bike or not, and that's just a two-wheeler. It's not a motorcycle. It's a regular bicycle. And I see you pedaling away down this hill, and you every once in a while you let go of one of the handlebars and you lift your hand up and you wave and you shout and I think it's all symbolic for movement and excitement and joy that's going to be happening around you in the coming year. So please take that and she's saying, yes, I can take all the months. Okay, that's good. I'm glad. And another Facebook says, yes, I'm climbing a hill at the moment. Well, good for you. Hello to Beth Kruger, Leanna McAvey. See if there's anybody. Catkins. Oh, Stace Show is in here. Hello, Stace. Nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody. It's really, really nice. Okay, who are we going to go to next? Okay, then I'm being drawn to Tracy Horn, please. Oh, you're up there already. Okay. Okay, so Tracy, let's see what we can do here. Nice to see you here. I'm glad you came. Oh, interesting cards. Okay, so the first card, Tracy, is the card of stepping into the power, which means that you are a strong person in your own right. You have strength there. Don't always pay attention to it. I feel you're also fairly intuitive as well. And I feel that with this card of stepping into the power, it is time that you also acknowledge that power that you have, the ability to make things happen in your life that you want to see happen. So take courage and know that you can do it. Know that you have the ability there and you have the support from loved ones and family and such as well. And Tracy is saying, yes, that's true. The card from the other deck that I chose for you is the card of Secret Spring, the card of success. So once again, you are going to be successful, but you're going to really see it around the springtime of the new year. So you got a little while to wait, but it's good because it gives you a chance to get things in place, get things in order, get all your ducks in a line, so to speak. And if you could put on the comment as well, Tracy, I don't like to ask, but is your father in spirit, please? Your father passed away, please. Because I feel this is who it is, but yes, he is. Okay, thank you. So this gentleman definitely links to you and is saying that he's here and he's watching over you, but there's a little bit of not concern, but I don't know if it's on your end or his end, but there's a feeling that, well, I'm really not sure whether I like that or not. And I don't know if there was issues between you and him when he was here or not, but it feels like he's cautiously approaching, in a sense, um, to see if he can assist you in this journey, because he does want to help. In some way, there's a need for him to say, I'm sorry. There's a need for him to feel like he's now going to be able to do something properly, in a sense. Um, okay. I also, and Tracy says she understands. Thank you. Um, I also feel with this gentleman that I want to say to you, you know, we're all human and we all have our fallables. We all have our idiosyncrasies. We all go through life. Yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we do good stuff. And when we get to the other side, we take a moment out of time where we look at our life and we look and see what we've done, what we've accomplished, what we've achieved, and what we haven't achieved. Because I believe personally that, excuse me, when we come to this life, we have an agreement, so to speak, as to certain events, certain people. And I believe that we are born to the family that we are supposed to be born to. So even in the case of adoption, of say someone who couldn't have children and so they adopt, they were meant to have that child. That person who gave birth to this child was, yes, the biological, but they really weren't there to raise this child. The adoptive parents were the ones that were there for them. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but as if there must be some sort of connection around this and adoption for some reason. I also feel with you, Tracy, that I want to say to you that I'm getting March the 21st for you as a date for either birthday, anniversary, a passing. I also get a passing around the Christmas season. And I also believe that your father should have had a sister who's also in spirit. And can you place a comment in the box in regards to that, if you would, please? Okay, so it's really nice being able to come here and share this with everybody. No, she's still here. Okay. Would he have had a sister-in-law then? Because it feels close, like a sister, but oh, there was definitely something with oh, that hurts. Take it away. Okay, there's definitely something with the neck with this lady. Oh, that it's really uncomfortable. Um, and I feel it's almost like the muscles have tightened up in the neck. like they're just sealed, just strong as heck, and they needed to be rubbed or whatever. But I feel that was a condition that she had quite often in her life. You're not sure, Tracy? Okay, well maybe you can check with family members. I also want to give you. Are you planning on going to a Halloween party? For some reason, I'm seeing Halloween around you, the 31st of October, as if it's going to be an interesting day for you. So I'll watch forward to that, and I'll say thank you and um, allowing me to work with you and your loved ones from spirit. So I don't think Brolek, hello, welcome. Tracy says, okay, and thank you. And thank you, Tracy, for coming and allowing me to work with you. T. Smith, hello and welcome. I think I want to speak with, okay, Kazi Guess, if I could, please. Okay. I'm not sure why. I just drawn to the name. I think it was just because it's them. And hello, Shelley, and welcome. Okay, so let's have a look. Just shuffle the other deck here. See what we got. See what we can find. See who we can draw in, who's coming in to speak with you or want to share a message with you. Okay, so the first card that I pick is entitled The Water Spirit. It is a card of manifesting your dreams. So dreams are important in your life. Dreams are necessary. We all need our dreams. We don't necessarily remember them all the time, but they are important. Dreams are indicators of things that are about to happen or could happen, indications of things that are coming in too. So I want to say to you, Kazi, perhaps keep a paper and pen by your bedside, and when you wake up in the morning, you have that feeling of the dream, write as much of it as you can down, and then leave it alone for a couple hours, and then look at it, and it will make some sense to you as to what's around you at the moment as well. I also want to say it also will be a doorway for spirit to come and impress upon you in dream state that they are there. Oh, nice card. Okay, so the card from the other deck is entitled Great Adventure. So we have the boat and the sailboat with the people on the boat, and it's entitled in a sense to take a risk, venture forward. In other words, you've been sitting back, hemming and hawing. Should I do this? Should I do that? Will I go here? Will I go there? And they're saying, take a risk, girl. Take a risk. Go forward. Venture forward on your journey. Venture forward in the things that you've dreamt about, that you want to see happen in your life, and make it happen. I'm getting the impression of a young lad, male, who passed to spirit. I have a feeling that he was fairly young, and I feel that he would have passed with some sort of almost like a leukemia blood disorder that he would have had and passed with. And I hope you can place this boy. If you can put in your comments that you recognize who this boy could be, because he does come in here for a reason. I mean, she's saying yes, she can. So that's good. Know that this lad is fine. So there's no reason for anybody to worry about, his passing that he had. It was, even though it was traumatic and it was terrible in a sense, and any death is terrible, regardless of whether they're young, old, or whatever. He had, I almost want to say he had two grandmothers that were there to meet him. And I hope you can place two of his grandmothers or great grandmothers, please. That would be in spirit. Just wait for the comment here to come up and see whether, yes to both. Okay, thank you. Because I feel that they were there when he passed, welcoming him home in a sense, because I believe, as much as we have a party for a new birth in here, Spirit also has a party welcoming them home again. So there's a lot of joy on that side. Yes, there's sadness on our side, but that soul touched your life. That soul touched everybody's life to one degree or another, and made people think as well. So he accomplished what he needed to do. He accomplished what he set out to do. So be glad of that. Be glad that. Now I don't know whether that's his name or somebody else, but I'm hearing the name of Michael being called as well, and hopefully you can place that. I'm also hearing the name of Ruth being called, and Jessica. So hopefully you can place those names, Cassie, and I hope also that you're able to place for me both mid-January. Okay, early April. No, sorry, May. And there had to also been September as a birthday anniversary or a passing. So know that, Cassie, that things are going to work out all right. That you are going to be able to accomplish the dreams. You are going to be able to make the move forward, to rid yourself of all the excess negativity and such that's around you. And I also want to suggest to you that you get a piece of amethyst, crystal amethyst. You need to think of the names and yes to the months. She dreams of moving this year and pray it happens. Okay, well, keep that thought positive. Keep seeing you doing that, okay, in your mind. And you can help create that as well. The reason for the amethyst, I want to say, whether it be an amethyst like this, mine's getting very faint because I've had it and I use it all the time, so it's getting faded. Or an amethyst cluster, or a big amethyst cluster. But you need the amethyst in the room that you sleep in, usually. I have a small amethyst angel with me now. Okay. Keep the angel there because, but is it crystal? Or is it just something else? Because it's got to be crystal. It's got to be amethyst crystal, not just the color of amethyst, because amethyst will help negate some of the negativity around you. And that's what you need. It's crystal. Okay, that's good. So use the amethyst, and in your mind every night before you retire, hold the angel in your hand and just envision white light all around it, front, back, everywhere around that angel, and then sleep. And what you're doing is you're clearing off whatever else is there, but you're powering up the amethyst as well. You're adding to that energy. Occasionally, maybe once a month, let it rest overnight in the moonlight, in a window where the moonlight can come in, because that will also draw spirit. So I'm going to leave that with you, Casey, and I want to thank you for coming and allowing me to work with you. It's been great. See who else. So we have some new names here. We have Edwina Pickering. I don't know whether I said Carolyn Thomas before, but welcome. Anna Iva, welcome. First time here. You're welcome. Thank you, Kelly, as well. Jackie Driscoll. Let's have a look here. Let's go up to the top. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to go to Rachel Anderson from Cardiff. And I think that's Wales, I think. I don't know a lot about the UK, but one of these days I'll get across the pond and check it all out. And hello, Suzanne. Thank you for joining us. And if you want, you can also put in the comments where you're watching from, just to give us an idea of where everybody's tuning in from, which is always nice to see. Okay, so Rachel, the first card that we have for you is entitled Guardians of the Land, the card of protection. The card that says that part of your mission in life, so to speak, is to protect, whether it be a protection of a person, an animal, a plant, a tree, whatever. It's that act of looking after and protecting something else and allowing you then to grow in this life as well. And there's a sense of who is it? Come on. There's a sense of uniqueness here. There's a sense of I don't know whether you live by the water or not, but I also see water around you, and I feel I want to go. Whether it's cold at this point of the year over there, but I want to put my feet in the water and just stand there and just absorb that energy from the water, and allow it to work its magic, so to speak. Interesting card on the other deck. It's entitled Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. So we want that happening. We want it to continue to flow evenly and gracefully between heart and heart. Not necessarily just talking about personal relationships, but also relationships with everybody around you. Allow that heart center of yours, which is burning bright. There's a lot of capacity there for love, but there's also a feeling of being a little bit closed off, like protecting yourself as well. Um, that you feel that you have a need at times to um, close off like harden the boundaries around you, um, to stop that influx of emotions and energies from people that you really don't want to deal with. And I hope that you can put in the comments if this makes sense to you. Um, uh, yes, thank you. Okay. I also want to say to you, Rachel, that I'm getting the impression, excuse me, I'm getting the impression of a lady here who draws in close from spirit. And I feel, um, now I don't know a lot about Wales. I don't know a lot about people from Wales. I know that there are areas that speak another language or another aspect of language. Um, but there's a feeling with this lady that this other language was very pronounced, like it was very much there with her. Um, and that she had a sense of knowing that I don't that doesn't make any sense to me. Speaking the proper tongue was important to her for some reason. Um, allowing the feeling of being proud of who she was, being proud that she's here in a sense that she's done um, in her life, and that there's also the feeling that um, now it's time to move on even more because there's a sense of her going on into more higher learning on the other side. So she must have been someone who, I don't know whether she would have been a teacher or she just liked to learn new things because there is this feeling of higher learning coming from her and for her. And I also feel I want to say to you, December, January, come on, March. Okay. So December, January, March, as months of birthdays, anniversaries are passing. I also want to give you, for some reason, from her, the year of 1989. And I hope that makes sense to you as a major event in either your life or her life at that time. Um, I feel also with this lady that when she put her foot down, she could put her foot down, but she was very usually fairly even going unless you got her riled up, and then look out. Um, the wrath of Cain, so to speak, if she got really riled. Now I'm also picking up with her a gentleman that would be connected with her. I'm not sure if it would have been the husband or another family member of hers, but a male, late 60s, not a lot of hair, but there was some hair on top. I also feel a bit of a mustache with him. And I feel at one point he wore glasses, but I think it was more for reading, but he really didn't like the glasses at all. Um, and I feel I almost feel I want to say that he would have passed with a cancer condition that is unique to men only. If you understand what I mean, hopefully you do. Um, if you could put that in comments whether you understood it or not, Rachel, I would appreciate that. Um, Hello, Carolyn Thomas. Hello, Christine Moraes. Andrea Rees. Yes, that would be my grampy. She said, well, thank you. Um, there's an issue. They're saying there's an issue around you, which is ground into the ground. It is so dug in. It just refuses to move. It just refuses to get gone, so to speak. An issue that they're saying, well, get a stick of dynamite and blow it up because that's the only way you're going to get it moving it quickly. But that's basically symbolic for allowing your energy and allow the energy from spirit to flow through you to move the object, to displace it from the surroundings, so to speak. And then you'll find that it's light, it's easy, the shoulders aren't bugging. And I think maybe perhaps, now I'm not a doctor, I don't diagnose, but there's a feeling only of around you, something to do with the back. And I feel more the lower back than the upper back. So I'm going to suggest, if it continues for the next little while, definitely see a medical practitioner, a physiotherapist, somebody who can assist in improving that condition for you. And I'm going to leave that with you, Rachel. And I want to say thank you very much for coming on and allowing me to work with you and your loved ones in spirit. It's always nice to get them coming in and helping. Okay. Just shuffling the cards here for the next person. We don't know who it is yet, but spirit always knows. Okay, I want to go to Sarah Batchelor. And good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight, Sarah. Okay, so the first card that I'm choosing for you tonight, Sarah, oh, you'll like this one, is the Bee Spirit, but it is also the card of prosperity, the card of financial improvements, but it's also prosperity in other aspects of your life as well. In other words, things greatly improving, definitely seeing changes around you that you've been wanting to see happening and hasn't happened, but it's been building. It's been building and building and building for a while to make it happen for you. Interesting, because we already had this card once before somebody else. It's the one entitled Voyage of the Heart. So once again, it's important to allow, yes, I understand this. Okay. It's important to allow that heart energy, that love to flow out, but also allow that love to flow in, because we all need it in our lives. We all need that sense of love, of belonging, being needed, whether it's with children or partners or friends, family. We all need that connection. We all need that love connection in our lives. We can't go through life without it, or we shouldn't allow ourselves to do that. Okay, who are you? Tell me who you are. Come on. I have a little, I'm going to say a little lady here. She'd only be 5'3", 5'4". Very much a shy lady, very much in back, and she's not sure whether she should come in here. Like, I don't think she was aware of this work and such before when she was here. So she got a real eye opener when she passed over and saw everybody that she knew that had passed before her, and then being able to come back and impart some information. So she's a little shy, as I said. I feel that there would have been almost like either a Catholic connection to her, or, and I'm not sure whether you're in the UK or not, but I'm going to use the UK as an example, the Church of England. Here in Canada, it would be like the Anglican Church. So there's that feeling of strictness in belief. Now, she didn't always follow the tried and true. She didn't always just, this is the way it is, this is the way it has to be, this is the way God says it is, and I have to do that. That wasn't her, in a sense, because I feel that that she had, oh, she must have had problems with, oh dear, she must have had problems with her throat, and talking. I'm getting, okay, come on, take it away, thank you. Okay, so she had this condition, this throat condition, with her. I also feel, as you know, I almost feel like I want to say that you should have a piece of jewelry belonging to her. Um, okay, yes. What is it? Is it a ring or what? Tell me. No. She says, you know what it is. Um, she says, get it out from wherever it is and hang on to it. And when you're sitting one night, now she's not going to say what night because she wants it to be authentic contact here, that she's going to try and impress you upon you something. She's going to try and she's going to come close, very close to you. She's going to try and give you a smell of something that would be familiar. She's also going to sort of swipe you, sort of, to, so the energy is there, so you feel as if something's there. And I almost feel like I want to say you might also just catch a glimpse out of the corner of your eye of her. So watch for it in the next, I want to say the next week and a half period of time. I also want to go to, oh, did this lady have a white dog, please? Because all of a sudden I just saw this dog. Now, it wasn't a big dog, like a collie or something, or a border collie or anything, but it wasn't like a Pekingese, or it was more like I almost want to say, a Scotty, because it was, the fur was like a Scotty, and the face that I saw was like that as well. Maybe you can put on there that you recognize this doggy as well. Do you not also do as much walking as you should? For some reason, she's saying get out and walk, and she's saying, Sarah's saying, yes, a little white dog. Thank you. Um, it was a nice dog. I mean, it was cute. I have a cat, but that's okay. I like dogs too. This dog definitely was there with her. Okay. So know that there are definitely good things coming ahead, that you are going to feel that love and be able to return that love. So I don't want to say to you, thank you, and take care, and know that your loved ones are there with you, helping you on your journey, this period, this time, this life cycle that you're in at this time. And I'll leave that with you and say bless you and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to work with you. Okay, so let's have a look here and see if we got any new. We have Leona McVeigh, hello. Edwina Pickering, hello. Thank you for coming, joining us. Just going to shuffle these cards and see how we're doing here. And then we pick out somebody and see what name comes to mind. Well, I know who I want to go to. And it's Andrea Rees, please. And the reason I'm going to tell you the reason I chose you is because I'm very much into genealogy. And on my dad's side of the family, there is a whole slew of Rees on the tree. So we are connected, but they're just like third, fourth, fifth cousins sort of thing. But it's still, but that's why the name caught me. So that's why I chose you for this time. And, okay. Okay. So the first card is the dragon of power. Power to do what needs to be done in your life, but also the power to know what's right, what's wrong, and what's sort of gray in the middle, and then maneuver to the one that you want to deal with. And I feel that as this dragon spews the fire, it's symbolic of you burning up conditions that need to be resolved, settled, and out of your hair. Okay, I just heard the name Sammy being called in, so I gotta jump in and just give you that name, and hopefully you can place that with it. So thank you. And I just the last card here, the other card is the Desert Passage. Trust and believe that there is a divine plan in your life. Know that you're on that plan. Oh, Andrea is saying the Welsh dragon. Okay, well, maybe that makes sense then, I guess. Interesting that the card came out with the dragon then as well. So I just in closing here, I just want to say to you, I have a gentleman here who was blind before he passed. There was no vision whatsoever. I feel that when it happened, there was a medical reason why it happened. It wasn't like he was punched in the head and lost his sight or whatever, but I feel that there was something doing with both eyes which caused him to lose his sight. And I feel that symbolically, he's trying here to say to you, even though there are times when you can't see what's going on around you, you can't see the forest for the trees, so to speak, know that as his eyes were wide open when he got to the other side, your eyes shortly will be wide open as well. And Charles says hello as well. I don't know who Charles is, but they just called in the name. And I'm also getting I don't know whether you have Irish connections or not, but I'm getting St. Patty's date, March I think it's the 17th, somewhere around there, I think. So I hope this has made sense to you, Andrea, and I want to thank you all very much. It's been wonderful. We have to come to an end. I want to thank Veronica for helping here and setting it up. And if you want to see me again, please let me know. Let me know on my Facebook or go to Find Me a Medium and put comments there. It's been great. And once again, as I said, tomorrow we have Anita at 5 p.m. BST for readings. So come along and join Anita at that time. So thank you and good night.